So, today, guys, I'll be reading from the book Step to Christ, and the topic is God's love for man. And this would go for the human race, human beings, okay? Nature and revelation alike testify of God's love. Our Father in heaven is the source of life, of wisdom, and of joy. Look at the wonderful and beautiful things of nature. Think of their marvelous adaptation to the needs and happiness not only for man, but for all living creatures. The sunshine and the rain that gladdens and refreshes the earth, the hills and seas and the plains, all speak to us of the Creator's love. It is God who supplies the daily needs of all His creatures. In the beautiful words of the psalmist, the eyes of all wait upon thee, and thou givest them their meat in due season. Thou openest thine hand, and satisfiest the desire of every living thing. Psalm 145, verses 15 and 16. God made man perfectly holy and happy, and the fair earth, as it came from the Creator's hands, bore no blight of decay or shadow of curse. It is transgression of God's law, the law of love, that has brought woe and death. Yet even amid the suffering that results from sin, God's love is revealed. It is written that God cursed the ground for man's sake. In Genesis 3 verse 17. The thorn and the thistle, the difficulties and trials that make his life one of toil and care, were appointed for his good as a part of the training needful in God's plan for his uplifting from the ruin and degradation that sin has wrought. The world, though fallen, is not all sorrow and misery. In nature itself are messages of hope and comfort. There are flowers upon the thistles, and the thorns are covered with roses. God is love, is written upon every opening bud, upon every spire of springing grass, the lovely birds making the air vocal with their happy songs, the delicately tinted flowers in their perfection perfuming the air, the lofty trees of the forest with their rich foliage of living green, all testify to the tender fatherly care of our God and to His desire to make His children happy. So basically, so far, summarizing what we have read, is that even though sin has caused curse upon the earth, degradation, right? God's love is still seen even in the worst situation, okay? When you look on a rose, the rose tree, right? There are prickles, thorns, the maca as we would call it, but yet the rose is still beautiful, right? And so even in our lives, our situation, we have rough days, we have bad days, but God always comes through for us, right? You will agree with me that God always make a way. So even in the bad times or the bad circumstances, God make a way for us. So we will end here for today and continue tomorrow with more readings. Have a good day.